This guy stinks!
Alright, what up guys? Now before we start this particular video, I just want to say that they did not have to make this particular stream. They chose to make this stream, and because of that, it may have been their first time doing this kind of thing, so we shouldn't completely go after them with pitchforks. On Twitter, they did say they was going to showcase history modes. Let's just get this out of the way. I have a few things to say about this particular stream. I think it was a wasted opportunity, and they could have done better. Now, whatever they showed in-game is definitely not the commentator's fault, not the streamer's fault, or in this case, the three people who were commentating. My only issue with them is that there were a few cringe jokes. It was kind of weird sometimes, and at the beginning they took a bit too long to introduce themselves, but it could have been better. We cannot blame them for what they were told to show, because it's not like what they wanted to show. They were told to show this. And again, they were, they said it on Twitter beforehand. The chat was wilding the hell out the whole time. It was the most ridiculous thing. People kept asking questions. The guy, if you're listening to me, you do not need to respond to everybody's comments. There was some comments that you did not need to respond, some things you did not need to say, and you need to ignore them, because when you type these things, you just antagonize the fan base, or in this case, the people who are already watching the stream. Now, the first mistake they did with the stream, it was the fact that they decided to show history mode. Most people who were going to watch the stream, I want to say 90% chance that they already watched Naruto. They already know what happened. So showing history mode may have not been the best idea. Again, the marketing for this game has already been arguably probably one of the worst they have ever done, and has been completely mediocre, and I don't even think they have an actual budget. So the actual commentators, again, they did a solid job. The guy that was actually playing the game, he was terrible. Dude, I understand you're coming here to get your paycheck and be on your way, but next time what they should do, the production crew, whoever's in charge, they should the girl and the guy on the right, I forgot their names, so excuse me on that. They did fine. The guy on the right did, was some stupid jokes, some cringe jokes, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that out there. The guy that was playing, which is when he was doing the boss battle, he had the reactions of a 66-year-old man. That shit was bad. It's why? It's how does this happen? So going on from there, they proceed to show the history mode. And when they show the history mode, the first thing people notice is the fact that there is black blood everywhere. I would feel bad whoever was in charge of changing every single anime scene and add black ink on the blood. I am hoping you can disable that in the story mode and in the options, but I highly doubt it, because those images alone increases the game's file size tremendously. So yeah, they go through history mode, something that was a waste of potential in my opinion. If this history mode was an actually full-fledged game, a full-fledged story, it probably would have had the best potential ever. But gotta give the casuals what they want. They just want to press button and have fun. I get it, cool, that's fine. They were playing on simple mode the whole time. The simple easy control is probably the most brain dead thing ever, and the game is maybe at a high level, mechanically challenging, but at a surface level kind of thing, the game doesn't take that much skill. You just press circle or B and you mash button and the character attacks. Another problem too is that they broadened the slideshows, just like I was saying, the images. That was probably the worst aspect of Storm 4 by far. Is the first half of the game was slideshows. I don't know again what Bandai was thinking. Again, this is nothing to do with the actual show, the showcase that they showed today, because I think the showcase today was not terrible, but I think there can be improvements since they said there's going to be the first one. Now, I don't want them to get discouraged. I think if they get comfortable to a point that they can continue making these kind of streams, there could be a lot of potential. I just think you should probably find people who are more enthusiastic and not there just to be there kind of thing. Not like the people who you trust kind of thing. Not particularly employees who don't really know much of the brand. Again, I could be wrong. These people probably didn't know a lot about Naruto. But from a viewer's point of view, it looked like they were just there for the paycheck. Specifically, the guy who was playing. The girl was interested for sure. The guy on the right seemed knowledgeable. The guy who had the controller seemed like the most casual. I'm just here just to do nothing and press buttons. So that's literally what mostly happened throughout the stream. They showed the very first fights all the way into the Gaara boss fights from Storm 1. There was some characters had their tilt combos, some characters did not. Some characters got ridiculously looking buffs, like PTS Sakura throwing her jutsu way much faster. And some people pointed out that she did not have her long hair. She had her short hair in game, or whatever. So that's basically the TLDR of the stream. And then at the very end, they showed a little bit of versus mode with the new Kara characters. It was basically stuff we've seen a bunch of times. There's no reason to commentate in that. The guy was playing. He was playing in easy control mode, and he beat the computer. Yada yada. Not a big deal. We don't need to discuss that. But overall, I think this stream was mediocre. I personally give it like a 5 or a 6. You may disagree. You may agree. Again, I don't want them to stop, because I think these kind of live streams are good, especially for the fan base, because it shows that the developers are in some way enthusiastic, or if not, showing that supposedly they care. I think they can improve. I think the guy who's in control of the stream should not be responding to everything, because when you type something, people take screenshots, and it's like you're typing under the Bandai Namco Twitch account or YouTube account. People take that as literal. I take that back. People take that as a literal Bible, so you should be careful. You don't need to respond to everything. Like the live service thing, thing. You do not need to respond to that. The commentators themselves were, again, mediocre. Again, but it was their first stream. You have to give them benefit of the doubt. Let's see how they do on the next stream, if they do the next stream, because they are getting chewed out by the fans entirely. But again, they did warn them that they was going to show history mode, so some people need to adjust their expectations. I can't even say the word right. Expectations? It doesn't matter. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think the community went too hard? Do you think the show was mediocre? Do you think it was a disaster? I personally think it was a disappointment, mainly because of the energy in the room and how the commentators presented themselves while presenting the game. It could have been done much better, and I think they can improve as long as they look for feedback, constructive criticism, not people hating, because there's gonna be people hating all day. And I personally think the best way to do this is by getting a guest star, maybe like a YouTuber who has like a lot of subscribers that a lot of people like. Then that person can announce, and then they will get more fan engagement into the actual stream. But yeah, no more rambling. I'm done with this. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the bullshit. 5, 6 out of 10. 5 seems average, mediocre, whatever you want to say. Some people say 0. Let me know what you guys think. And I got you guys. Catch you guys next time.